Hello everyone and welcome back. We have 3 days until the cold starts setting in here, and there's going to be some rain involved also, but by this weekend we're talking, it's not going to be quite as cold as they were talking about a few days ago, but still we're going to go into the low 30s for sure. And anyway, it's getting too scary for the campers to have water in them for me in the lines. So the first thing I want to do is get the work camper. I don't know when she's going to come and pick it up, but I can't chance that it's going to freeze the lines and I'm going to have a mess to deal with. So I want to get those lines blown out and pull the slide in, and I want to get it moved out of where it's at right now anyway, so that, I mean, that's my woodworking area and everything for the boiler. Going to be firing up the boiler in 2 or 3 days. I'll do a totally separate video on that, but anyway, we're going to start with that one. I got several things on my list to do. I need to get the campers, including this one, all blown out, and I want to get this one moved up by the front garage, because in the wintertime when we go fishing, I need to be able to hook up to it and get out of the driveway, and then be able to pull in the driveway and back it in somewhere. So there's going to be a huge amount of, pushing more snow in that area. I can't keep it back here because the way the wind blows across these fields, it would be almost impossible to keep the snow completely cleared out. So anyway, but when I cleaned out the work camper, the thing to blow out the lines was in the storage compartment. I took it out. I believe I put it in here. So I just wanted to find it. Oh, is this it? There it is. That's what I need right there to blow those lines out. I'm not going to antifreeze all the lines. I'm going to do it like I did last year. Just antifreeze in the traps of the sinks and stuff like that. A couple other things I want to do. I've got like 5 blueberry plants that I might as well shove them in the ground before winter. I should have done it a month ago, but we weren't sure where we're going to put them. I need to get the lawnmowers put behind the main garage and covered up with a tarp like I do every year. I want to get Brandon's car, which is sitting on the side of the main garage where I usually park like the tractor or my white truck in the winter. I'm going to move that out here to this back field also. I'm going to put the work camper and his car back there, so it's completely out of the way for moving any snow. He was going to do it, but then he went in and had another surgery. This one was on his foot, and then later this week he goes in and they're doing another thing on his leg. I don't know. I mean, I know what it is, but I don't know if it's any of my business to tell anything. So anyway, there's no way he's going to be able to get it moved because he's not going to be able to push the clutch in. So not this week. The last 3 weekends we came out here, and Melissa had never watched any of the John Wick movies, so she bought the first 3, and we got those, and we watched one each weekend. Yesterday we watched John Wick 3, and we have John Wick 4. She was asking me what I did with it. I got 1, 2, and 3 here. Anyway, we're going to watch 4, but Brandon has saw the first 3, but hasn't watched 4 yet, so we'll probably watch that in the house. I know my dad, I bought it for my dad, and he's watched it over and over again. Melissa, she watched these, and she's like, I don't get it. How many more ways can you kill somebody? I hope she does come and get it yet this year, because everything is so nice and clean and so perfect right now that I noticed the other day when I moved this from up by the garden back here, so I could pull all them bales and the fencing out. The front tire is getting low. I noticed it before. I mean, this thing just sits. So, except for in the winter. And it was harder to steer, and it was like, oh no, is my power steering pump? This, you know, King Ranch 1 ton, it's always had stiff steering. It's like, I mean, when you're driving it though, you just know that it'll go anywhere that you want it to go. I mean, it's an amazing truck. But I want to pump this up right now because pretty soon we'll be using this. I'm thinking this winter, when we go ice fishing, I might just pull it with this thing, bring it in and get the oil changed because it's time, and just use this to pull the fish house, because what do I care what the truck looks like? I mean, it's falling apart as far as rust goes, but it runs real nice. It's got good tires, and tires like these, I mean, I don't know which one I'm going to use, so I don't want to, you know, make myself look stupid. But a tire like this in the snow will go way better than a wide tire. So on the ice, you know, and if sometimes you have to put chains on your tires to get your fish house off, I don't think we're going to leave it there that long to worry about that, but you can put a chain on this tire. Pretty hard to put one on the wide tires like that. I don't even know where you would get them. I should just bring this in and have them rotate the, I mean, I think I got the tires at Discount Tire, so then it's like they own them. Anything that goes wrong, you bring them in and it's fixed for free. Tell them this one is doing this, have them rotate the tires, and right next door to there is where I get the oil changed in the trucks, and have them do the oil change and probably do the fuel filters also. Well, I'm going to go in and have some lunch and come out here this afternoon and we'll get this thing moved. I did the sewer dump right here into the tank, and now I opened up the valve and I'm draining the freshwater tank. I'm not real sure how to blow the lines out that way. And the thing is, the guy said he never took this out to drain the hot water heater, and it's different than the other one. The thing was, with that work camper, I blew everything out and took this out, and still it must have dumped 5 gallons of water out of it, so I really need to get that out. Maybe you have to do something different with those valves to get the air to blow the hot water tank out. I'm not sure. But I'm just going to let everything drain now for a while. I'll come back to it later. Real nice day today. It's got to be 55 degrees. Feels nice anyway. I don't have long johns on and I'm warm. But by the end of the week, we'll be glad this thing is fired up. Oh, it's a little bit, almost 5 after 6 the following day. Today was busy. I left before light. Didn't get home here until almost 5 o'clock. But we still have 5 days from now, about at night, it's going to be in the low 20s. So what I'm going to do with this here is I drained the tank. We did all that stuff yesterday, and I don't even know where I left off. But I'm going to run antifreeze because I can suck it through that tube and get it to go through the lines. You know, it's RV antifreeze, so it's safe. And run it through the lines because I don't know how to blow this one out since I'm not hooked up to. I guess I would have to flip all my stuff around so that I'm on like city water hooked up, or just like well water, whatever, instead of the fresh water tank. But since I use the fresh water tank and this is hooked up like through that system, I want to make sure that I get some antifreeze in all of the lines. And this stuff is non-toxic and everything. So then in the wintertime, if we want to use the water when we're out here, I can just, we'll hook it up to a 5-gallon bucket and can suck it through and everything is safe. Well, for me to get into that water heater, I need an inch. I have an 1 1/16 socket for it, but it has to be a deep socket. So I'm going to wait. I'm not going to just do the, half-hour round trip. It's getting dark out. I'll do that tomorrow because I got to run again tomorrow. I got a bunch of stuff to do. And then tomorrow night we can drain that, pull some antifreeze through it, and then this thing will be ready to be moved up front next to that front garage. It's still going to be, like today got to 56, tomorrow is going to get to 50, but there's a 68% chance of rain, so I might be doing it in the rain, but oh well. I think I'll pick up another couple gallons of that RV antifreeze too when I'm there so I can keep them in that camper, because if we do use it in the winter, before I bring it home, I'm going to want to run antifreeze through that again. Let's see if we got enough time before dark. I have 5 blueberry plants that I'm supposed to plant that have been sitting out here forever. Five blueberry plants planted. I'll come out here with a bale of straw, put around the bottom of these and those ones I planted out in the other field here within the next week. I decided to come out and look at this stove. Melissa and I have been talking about hooking it up in here. I would like to try to cook a turkey in one of these using the old wood. My folks, in their first cabin, they ended up getting an electric one. Actually, they might have sent theirs in and had it converted to electric. I can't remember. And then when they built the cabin that they have now, they just went ahead and bought one, you know, that looks like something like this, but it's all electric. But this one here is wood. It's in really good shape. And I would like to hook this up so we could use it in here. This would be kind of a cute little spot to make like a little outdoor, not really outdoor kitchen. For now, anyway. But I didn't know what kind of pipe. And that's the one that my folks had. The pipe came right up here through the middle and came out right here, which is nice because this is like your bread warmer. So that pipe would go through here and then it would warm that up. This here one has a vent back here, and then that pipe will go against there, and I suppose that supposedly brings in some of the heat. Not that, you know, we'd be warming bread up there, but back in the day, they would knead it and get it all ready and then put it in there where it's warmer so it could rise faster. And I think that that's probably, I don't know if that's probably a 6-inch oval, and then would have to go oval to round. And then I could just shoot it up through the rafters and put a jack up there. I think that'd be pretty cool. Anyway, I was just in there and I keep forgetting to come out here and look at this, and then we talked about it about a week ago. So I thought I'd come out and take a peek at it right now. And I see on the back of that thing, where it has the stovepipe, you need to put either, it's set up for one of these ribbons or replacement gasket, but it's like a rope. And I'm guessing that one's probably only like a 3/8. Oh, I do have a 3/8 right here. I have 3/8, I have 1/2 inch. Oh, I got 5/16 also. Yeah, I'll for sure have what I need. And I have sealant to put in there to hold it in if I want. I just need a piece of stovepipe. Another thing I keep putting off, there was a company that contacted me that saw the videos and saw that we're doing the back of the workshop, and they want to supply the lights for in here, and they said send them a drawing, ceiling height, layout of it, and they would consider doing that. And some, you know, and of course their name will get mentioned in the video. And some people get kind of angry when I do videos like that, but I work my butt off on these videos, and if I can help them out and they can help me out, I see no reason why. I mean, I'm going to be putting up lights from what, Menards or something otherwise. If they'll do it, that would be really awesome, I think. Lights aren't cheap anymore either. So her total inside inside measurements is 22 by 14 and 21. 35 feet. And this wall is 12 feet. That should do it for tonight. I'll go in there, make up this drawing, get it sent off to them. I've got to get started on it. I've got a pretty long deer stand weekend at the tent video to start editing. I had a lot of footage on that, so I need to get moving. Tomorrow I work. The following day, Brandon has another surgery on his leg, and I think this is going to be the last one, so that'll be hospital day. And then the cold weather starts. Well, it's the afternoon. It's about 3:30 in the afternoon the following day. Just got home from work this morning. I went and bought a deep weld 1 1/16, and then they were out of a whole bunch of stuff, so I had to get this one here and get the 3/4 to 1/2 inch adapter, which I have one somewhere, but I don't know which one of the toolboxes that would be in. I need to get all my tools organized into the workshop, so I'm better prepared for stuff like this. I might just leave this right in. I don't know if I leave it in here or if I should, like, right next to the thing that blows out the lines. I'll see. Well, look at all that water that did not, you know, the pump didn't take that out. I don't understand how that works. There's got to be something a valve I have to turn to make that work. But at least it won't be in there. Surprised I didn't have any tape on it. I turned that pump on, but that's just going to fill up the water heater. So I need to do the bypass. Shut this off. Shut this off. All the hot water, everything should actually be drained out the way I did this, but nothing can get into the hot water heater, nothing can get out of the hot water heater, but this is open. The main one I want to do is the cold, because we're going to be using the cold. So I think when we're out there, at least have the option to do it. I'll let enough run out so it goes into the trap. Yeah, there was nothing in there, because as soon as I turned it on, you know, once that pump pumped it up, it's all antifreeze. That looks good. You'll be able to watch that actual gallon go down. Yeah, I'm pretty good there. I still have this hooked up, so it's garden hose, so you could actually shower and just run the hose out the bottom. So I need to open up that. I just have it on like a spigot type thingy and drain this. Go. I'm just looking at this because I'm seriously thinking about plowing all of this, pushing the snow out so I can come around and park it, or come around and park it. I would like to park it over here. It's more privacy from the road, but this is so uneven. I guess if I had tires here and tires here, it wouldn't be bad. I don't know. I'd have to be cutting it kind of close here, which wouldn't be that big of a deal. I mean, I'd have to push all this out with snow, but you know, if it gets to be too much snow where I can't push it, the important thing is pushing it the first time. Once you push it out the first time, you know, everything is fine. It's just that when you push it, and then it's going to be heavy, wet snow, one of them first few ones, and that's going to freeze solid, and that's not going to move. So then the next time it's going to be here, and here, and here. So I'd have to push it all the way to the bushes probably. Just plow that part out. Then I could come in here and turn it and park it. The other side where we parked before is much leveler, but here I've got the power already pulled. I've got a cord that goes from the garage all the way to... Actually, this cord will make it all the way to the garage to plug in for this building. But I've got a cord that I run to this little Christmas tree light here thing, and we're going to plug that in again. I could easily just have a 3 or a 4-way on there and plug that in with an adapter to run, because we want to keep this plugged in most of the time to keep them batteries charged up. And it's fun to come out there and watch a movie. It really is. Just to go out there, get away from the house, and we really enjoy that. So I don't know. Beauty, come here. Where do you think I should park it? Well, guys, it is the evening of the following day. It's probably 5:45 right now. And this morning, Melissa, I started her truck for her so it'd be warm when she left. And she was parked right in front of the back porch there, and I shut the door and she drives off, and I hear this weird noise, and then all of a sudden I hear her say, "Joe, tire's flat." No idea. Wasn't flat when she got home. I don't know if she got a nail in here or what, but that didn't matter. Brandon had to be to the hospital at a certain time. Melissa is so busy at work right now, it's ridiculous. So we had to get Brandon, you know, everybody had to get in my truck. I could drop her off at work. And then, what is going on? Let me get my other one of these. Alright, where was I? So anyway, we all got in my truck and I dropped Melissa off at work. Then brought Brandon. We hung out there for probably half hour, because then we would have been early at the hospital. I went to the hospital, got Brandon there, got his bandage off from the last operation, the last surgery, and then hung out not too much longer, and then had to go up to another floor for his other surgery. And then we got out, and anyway, the whole day went by here, and now we're finally back home. So now I want to get this tire off and see why it got flat. I mean, I bought these at Discount Tire, so they've got a full warranty on them. They'll fix them for free, or if something blows out, you know, they'll replace the tire. But I don't know, that's about a 40-minute drive one way, which I have to kind of drive that direction tomorrow. Tomorrow was not going to be, I was going to get the boiler going in the morning and nurse that. But now it's got busy for me again. Every day this week has been busy, and I was just going to bring it in if it's a nail and just have them patch it right here in town, because it's almost cheaper to do that than it is to, you know, drive all the way in and get a $30 fix done for free and then drive 40 miles or 40 minutes back. A big old something stuck in that tire, but that's something they can patch. So I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to bring it in and well, that's as far as I'm making it with the fish house today. It has been this misty, rainy, just like a heavy mist rain all day. And it's like 45 degrees. Just a typical Minnesota crappy fall day. But I still have to get that stuff done because, let's see what day. 3 days from now when we wake up in the morning, it's going to be in the 20s. Drive right around to the back and drop this tire off. I don't want to drag it through the store. Alright, I got it dropped off. I tell you, this place is amazing, this L&M in Cloquet. It's 6:45 right now, and they're open until 8:30. And he says, yeah, we'll probably get it done tonight. And I said I won't be here until I'll come through tomorrow afternoon probably and pick it up. But it's always like that. One time I dropped off 2 tires for a lawnmower to get tubes put in it, and they just looked like they were busy back there. And when I drove in the driveway, they called me and said, your tires are ready. They're that fast. I see my camera's fogging up because it's so cold and wet outside. Since I'm here, I might as well stop and get some beer. All right, if it all hits the fan tonight, I'm good. I got beer. I wanted to come out here because I've had the boiler pumps going for a couple of days now, and I needed to touch these. They're not very warm, but they are a little bit warm. Just to make sure that the water's everything's working right and going through there. I'm going to check the workshop too, because tomorrow we are firing that thing up. Yep, definitely is warmer. Nothing like when that boiler's going. You know, right now this water is circulating and the furnace in the house is running on fuel oil and is heating the house, and the water is circulating through there. So, well, when you have the boiler going, when you touch this, it's hot, and now it's just barely warm. By the time it gets out here, running through the, you know, every line is over 100 feet long going underground, so. But it's working. There's no way for me to tell. There's different colors on the pumps, but they're all kind of a reddish looking color and they all look the same to me, so I can't tell. Yep, everything looks good. Once we get the campers all moved, all this stuff that's going on, once that is, this is going to be a priority in here. In fact, the lights are coming for here. I think they're going to send them out tomorrow. And put Chunky out. Get out. Both of you. Annie. Let's go. He started lifting his leg like he's going to pee on something. Annie. Go. Anyway, this is going to be a priority to get this in working order, and then we're going to be on that guest house because winter's coming and that's where I'm going to be this winter. This lens is still not quite completely unfogged yet, I don't think. Come on, Annie, let's go. Come on, outside. What a crappy day. What do you think, Chunky? Huh? What do you think? Good morning, everybody. Today I have to drive about an hour and a half north and then drive from there 2 hours south. But where I'm going up to Hibbing, Minnesota, and in International Falls, which I don't know, it's probably another hour, maybe a little more, kind of northwest of there. They got 2.9 inches of snow. Well, I'm just leaving Hibbing, headed for Superior, Wisconsin. And now it was heavy misting the whole way up here, and then it started to be off and on. Now we're getting a few patches of sunshine. Last night, just before bed, we let the dogs out one last time, and when it came in, Joni had got sprayed by a skunk. It was so strong. So the whole entire house just reeked like skunk. I mean, Joni only made it into the living room. I was out in the kitchen. I just brushed my teeth and stuff and was getting everything ready for Melissa's tea in the morning. And Melissa let him in, and the dogs came in, and the words that came out of Melissa's mouth I can't even repeat. I knew something was up, and it didn't take long for that smell to hit me. So we had to push her back outside, and then I went and grabbed a couple of towels and some food and water and put her in the little back room in the garage. That's where we have a couple of freezers in there, and it stays pretty warm. And yeah. Then this morning I went out there and brought her some more food and checked the water, and she was doing good, but you can still smell it. People say, you know, wash them with tomato juice or peroxide and this and that, and really with the skunk smell, the best remedy is just time. It just takes time. By the next day it's already much better, and it just eventually wears off. But even this morning I turned on that fan that's above the kitchen stove, and that really sucks the air out. That's a powerful fan, and that kind of saved us so we could sleep. It still smelled like skunk in the house somewhat, but yeah, last night it was enough to make your eyes water. A motorhome on a flatbed. Bet you that feels pretty tippy when you're driving. Back into the misty rain. There it is, it just started. First snowfall of the year. We had a cat that had to go to the vet today, so after work I grabbed the cat from Melissa's office and now I'm bringing it home. Yeah, I can see on the radar that just north of where we live it was snowing earlier, and it's mixing in with the rain. Stop off and pick up Melissa's tire. It's okay, Sally. We'll be home soon. Tires picked up, $30 to repair it. That's cheaper than driving all the way to Discount Tire and back. You okay in there? Okay everyone, well thanks a lot for watching. It's time to fire up the wood boiler. I will see you guys on the next video.